Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be showing you my foundation routine and reviewing a new product that I'm using. There's a mirror behind me, so if you see a giant monkey sitting on my bed, don't be alarmed. There's not somebody sitting behind me. So, first of all, I've been trying out a new product recently, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation, and I wear the shade Light Medium Neutral. So I ordered this online, and this is actually a really good color for me. So, that's a good thing. Summer hair, guys. Crazy, crazy. I was very wary to try this product because I tried Bare Minerals almost like exactly a year ago, and first of all, the color was way off. A person in Sephora matched me, and secondly, I had an allergic reaction to it, which was awful. It was at college orientation that I wore it for the first time, and I didn't have any other makeup with me because it was an overnight. And when I went to take off my makeup at night, it was completely, like, my face was just so swollen, irritated. It just, like, had hives all over it, and it was horrible. So I had to go without makeup the next day, and it was really embarrassing. But, yeah, I did not have very good luck with Bare Minerals, so I was very wary to try another mineral foundation because that was the only loose mineral foundation I'd ever tried before. So I was really wary to try this, but I'd heard really good things online, and so I was really anxious to try it. So I did, and I love it. First of all, the packaging is really cool. It's like a bamboo lid. I'll do the box, but I killed a centipede with it yesterday, so you don't want to see that. But anyway, it has this netting. It reminds me almost of like, no, I don't know. It's not mesh. It's like a net. It's like a little net. It's like almost like pantyhose or something. I don't know. And it's very springy. And also the lid has a really nice stopper on it so that if you throw this in your bag, it's not all going to, you know, come out like loose powders tend to do, which is very irritating, but this one does not do that. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm obsessed with monkeys. The packaging, now we're just going to jump right into it. I like that they give you a good description of the color. Like this one says light, medium, neutral. Light to medium skin with yellow and pink undertones. I do tend to favor more warm toned things, but my face actually is more neutral. It is marketed to be used with a certain brush, which I did not purchase. It is an Airbrush brush, which is just like a little tiny, really stiff kabuki brush. I did not buy that, and I'll tell you why. It's because I was concerned that this product was going to irritate my skin and I was going to be allergic to it, so I didn't want to purchase the brush that goes with it if I didn't think that the product itself was going to work. So anyway, I did not purchase that brush. However, I think it would work better with that brush, and you know, the longer I use this, the more I like it, so I probably will purchase that brush at some point now that I know that it's not going to affect my skin badly. For the time being, I've just been using my Real Techniques powder brush and kind of holding it more, kind of pinching it so it's a little bit more you want a really dense brush is what you want. That's what I was trying to say. Talk, Laura, talk. So I started off with cleansed and moisturized skin and eye area. So I am going to start this off now. Take the product, take my brush, kind of hold it like that, and just dab it in, and then swirl it. You can use this to swirl just because you're not going to get any more product because of the netting. Do it in circular motions. And the trick to mineral makeup really is to build it. You're not going to get the coverage that you want in one layer. You have to layer it to get the coverage that you want. And that's what I've learned. You can see I'm already getting a decent amount of coverage. I tend to do the eyelid more than the under eye because my under eyes are very dry. And also I don't want to take off my eye cream because I'm going to be putting concealer on. And I tend to put concealer on after my foundation just because when you're using mineral makeup, you're rubbing at your skin so much that it's just going to come off and you're going to have to reapply it. So as you can see, it really is just layering, layering. Oh, I have a hair mustache. I really do like it, and it's become my routine. But I can tell you right off the bat, if you have bad acne, this is not going to cover it for you. Like, it is very good if you have somewhat clear skin anyway. I tend to use foundation mostly to cover hyperpigmentation. My body is darker than my skin. This color matches my skin, but my face is much lighter than my body. I have kind of dull skin on my face. But yeah, this is more to give my face more color and life as opposed to cover a lot of imperfections. If you have bad acne, I don't think this would probably be for you. One, because it might irritate it rubbing at it. Two, because it is not full coverage. This says it's full coverage, maybe with the proper brush, and if you used a bunch of layers it could be. And also, if you have acne, I don't see this being very hygienic for you, because you do take your brush, dot it in, and then swirl it. Therefore, you're infecting the entire container with any bacteria that you have on your face. You don't want the bacteria from your whole face to be inside of your daily makeup. So, that being said, this is a very good product, and I'm going to continue showing you the rest of my routine. I'm just going to take a little bit of Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer in Light 18. I use this very sparingly. I'm putting a little bit on the blemish I have on my nose, and I have a little acne scar right here. And I have a little bit of dullness on my chin and around my nose. And I'm not worrying about my under eyes right this moment. I just use my fingers for this part. And this is my routine for just kind of day to day. If I'm going for something really full coverage that I want for photos or something, I probably would still use this foundation, but I probably would use something underneath. So then I'm just taking my brush again, taking a little bit more of the foundation, and just kind of dabbing it, because you don't want to rub at it too much, because then it's just going to take it away, but we do want to set it. I'm going to take my erase paste, and this is in the color medium 2, and then I'm just taking a Sigma E25 brush, just basically like a MAC 217. I just place this underneath my eyes, kind of dab it in with the brush. This particular concealer, I definitely prefer applying with a brush. When I use my Kat Von D under my eyes, I usually just use my fingers because it works fine. But this one, with a salmon color and also the really creamy consistency, it works better if you use it with a fluffy brush. If you have any left, just kind of run it over your eyelid. I tend to have pretty dark eyelids as well. Like, I have dark circles under my eyes, but I also have a lot of darkness on top of, like, my eyelid. To the other side, you don't need very much of this concealer. I don't use this as an eye primer. It's mostly just to cancel out any darkness that I have. I don't have any apparent veins under on my eyelids, but I do have a lot of darkness. As you can see, it does a very good job of concealing any imperfections. Just like that. This is probably overkill, but this is what I do on a daily basis. Days that I wear makeup, I don't wear makeup every day. I take my Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Age Rewind Brightening Concealer. It's just a twist up thing. I've used this, repurchased this a bajillion times. And I just add a little bit of it, like right there. Put a little bit down my nose just for a little bit of highlight. And then I just use my fingers for this part. I just take like my ring finger. And then I set my under eyes. You can always use the same powder, but since I do have very sensitive eyes, I like to use another powder. If you watch my favorites video, you probably know about this. This is my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush to set it. And I'm going to use this as an example to show you how some loose products do. Ooh, I just got some on the floor. It's upside down. Tons of the product comes out, which makes it messy. That's why the packaging of the Tarte foundation is very ideal. So I'm just taking that powder and patting it underneath my eyes, because we really don't want to mess up the work that we've done. And that is the finished face. I do add my bronzer and everything as well, which I will show you just to complete the whole look. I'm using this brush for my bronzer recently, more for the contouring part of it. And this is the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush, and I'm just using my MAC Extra Dimension bronzer in Delphic. And this has a bit of shimmer to it, so it's not completely matte. I just use this for my contour. Just right wherever you suck your face in. And I stop about here. I don't want it to go too close to my mouth, look really unnatural. Around my neck area. Then I put a little bit on my temples. And this bronzer isn't terribly dark, so you don't have to worry so much about it being, you know, streaky and all that. It's not that much darker than my skin. It looks like it, but it's pretty sheer. Just take my brush that I used before and just put a little bit of bronzer on that. Just kind of bronze up my whole face a little bit. And by doing that, I'm just kind of blending everything in. You don't want any harsh lines. You want everything to be very well blended. Forgot about my blush, dudes. I've been wearing the most recently is Jouer's Peach Bouquet Blush. This is like a crazy coral. Really crazy. It's kind of like a coral version of Max Frankly Scarlet. It's like one of those. Right on the apples. This is a really great summer blush. And with the Duo Fiber brush, it really shears it out, makes it more wearable, just like that. Overall, I really do like this product. I think it's really great. I think it's worth the money, and the coverage is good. It wears well. It's good for oily / combination skin. I have a lot of dry patches as well as some oily areas, and it really doesn't highlight your dry patches, which is nice. Also, it's gluten-free, free of parabens, all that jazz. I really do like Tarte products. I've only tried a few, but I think they really do have amazing products. So I'll let you guys know how this continues to go. That is my foundation routine. It's pretty simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Bye!